All right, sitting here with Coach Sughroue of Hononegah High School, and Coach, you guys have really had some successful years here recently. What is it, do you think, in your program that has helped you guys turn the corner to be consistently good?
I think there's a few things. Number one, I think the change in our offense was made a big difference. When Coach Derricks came in, we put in what some people call the wing tee. We're a multiple formation flex bone offense and really established the running game for us. And now we're throwing the ball so much better off because we can run the ball effectively. It's made a big difference. And then the second thing I think is our weight room. It's gotten much better. We're able to improve the facility. We have power stations in there now. Kids want to be lifting in our weight room as opposed to lifting somewhere else, and I think it's made a big difference. We've gone from my first year here 5 years ago, we maybe had one kid who could bench 300 pounds to most years now, we have 400 or 500 kids that can bench 300 pounds. And bench press isn't the most important lift, but it just shows the type of work that's been going on. I think that's made a big difference in our success.
Now, when you came in, where would you place your weight room and weight training in the order of importance when it comes summertime? If you had to think about where does importance in the weight room fall versus maybe speed training, do the two of those go together, and then time on the field as well? So when you guys come together for a camp, how are you dispersing that time?
Well, we're going to have, essentially, at the end of summer, we have 10 days at our team camp. And during that time, we're going to be on the field for 2.5 hours, and we're going to weight lift for about an hour, hour and 15 minutes. Those are the last 2 full weeks in July. So that's 10 days. Then the other 15 contact days, we have what is called mini camps. And during that time, we're only going to be on the field for about an hour, hour and 15 minutes. An hour of that's installing an offense. We feel it's important to get the offense installed and look at what we're doing offensively. It's much more technical in terms of what we do offensively. And then we take 15 minutes to do some defensive work as well. But we'll be an hour and 15 minutes on the field and an hour and 15 in the weight room. So that's how we structure our 25 contact days. So early in the season, equal importance. Then as we get towards the end of the summer, the on-field time becomes more important to us. We really need that time to make sure we're sharpening everything up. And we really, when we hit team camp, we review everything that we do in mini camp. We have a lot of multiple sport athletes here. We know that people aren't going to be there at all 25 days, so it's just a way to cover things multiple times, just like in education. You're not going to go over one concept one day and then just move on to something completely different the next day. We want to be constantly reviewing throughout the summer. And we feel the way we set it up now really allows us to do that.
Now, Coach, you're at a big program. You guys are 7A in Illinois, and I've noticed that you do not coordinate one side of the ball or the other. How did you come to make that decision to give up that type of power, and how do you, I think that's got to be difficult to do as a head coach, so where do you find that balance for you, and what led you to make that decision?
Essentially, there were a couple things. When Coach Derricks came on staff, it was a real easy decision. He's so knowledgeable in terms of what he does offensively, where he's been, 14 years head coaching at Geneseo High School. Really wanted to take advantage of that knowledge. And it's not a situation, we wanted to make sure that we gave him as much responsibility as he wanted. And he has all responsibility on the offensive side. And what makes it easy is he's really good about when I give suggestions. If I say something like, hey, I was noticing when we're running 14 option, we're not getting backer to safety. He takes that and looks at it, and we have a really good relationship that way. But he has complete. If I say something, hey, we thought about running it this way, and he thinks no, we need to do it this way. He has that responsibility. But he's really great about taking things and listening with all our other coaches. Tom Breeze is another offensive coach that he would probably consider a co-coordinator with him. He's constant communication with Tom about what's going on. So I think it's just the communication in the staff that makes the difference. Our defensive coordinator has been the defensive coordinator here for 30 years, and he was my defensive coordinator when I played here at Hononegah. So we've just had a lifelong respect. And Coach Pulaski would probably tell you the same thing. He's got the title defensive coordinator, but we really co-coordinate. We're constant communication during games and about what the call should be. So I think the key to it is, number one, you can't have coaches that have egos. If you have coaches that have egos, that creates problems. And none of the coaches on our staff have egos. They're willing to take advice and see if it fits into what we're doing. But you always have to have someone responsible for the play call, and I give it to those two people, and I think they would tell you they have that responsibility. Now, there's times we come in on Saturday morning and I may question some things, but it's all done in a respectful manner. For me, I didn't have a hard time with it because I just really felt it was what's best for our program. And as you said, as a 7A program, we have so many things going on with the press, with the media, different events that we're scheduling, our spaghetti dinner. There's just so much paperwork involved. It frees up a little bit of time for me to do that. And I like the fact as a head coach that I can have my hands into both sides. I would have a harder time if I was only doing defense and was never looking at offense, or if I was only doing offense and never looking at defense. I'd have a harder time doing that.
Well, I can sure respect that. Coach, thank you so much for sitting down with us and showing us around your school today, and good luck to you guys in 2010.
Thanks a lot. We really appreciate it.
Ready?